Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fernando here, and I want to talk about how you can own your day. So these are my 6 rules for success if you want to absolutely crush your day. One thing I believe is compound interest, but not just in financial markets, when it comes to your habits as well. So if you do these things day after day, you've absolutely owned the week, killed the month, crushed the year, and next thing you know, you've owned your life, living life on your own terms. And if you stay to the end, I got a bonus, and that's number 7. You don't have to do this one every day, but I'd say if you do at least once or twice a week, you're going to go a long way and outlast your competition. So let's start with number 1. And number 1 is to get a good night's rest. Think about what time you ideally would like to wake up at. I want to wake up around 5:30 to 6 a.m. because that gives me a couple of hours to do what I got to do before I start my workday. When I was younger, in my 20s, I used to work for this company in Las Vegas, and we had to work at 7:30 a.m. But many times, again, living in Las Vegas in my 20s, you know what's up. I'd be out till midnight, 1 a.m., getting home 1:30 a.m., and having to wake up in like 4 or 5 hours. Now, I was a zombie at work, man. Man, come like 1:30, 2 p.m., I couldn't even stay up, man. I'm like closing my eyes. I'm nodding off, right? Falling asleep at my desk. And I would drive like a half mile away and I would go ahead and sleep in my car. This is Las Vegas, remember? So sometimes, man, the heat is hitting the windshield. I'm sweating in my car and I'm getting back to the office like a couple hours to go before I take off for the day. Just trying to grind it through. And that's no way to live, man, because next thing you know, you get off work, you don't want to do anything. You don't want to work out. You don't want to make yourself a healthy dinner. You don't want to socialize. All you want to do is go home, eat some fast food, watch Sports Center, fall asleep, and then have to do it all over again. So what I recommend is try to go to sleep early. It's recommended that you have a cool temperature. I'd say 70 degrees or under, and then try to keep your room as dark as possible as well. So what happens when you wake up? What happens? The alarm, it's 5:30 and you're waking up. What's the first thing that you do? For me, I get a meditation in. I do about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm definitely no expert when it comes to meditation, but it's important that I close my eyes and I try to basically be in this kind of controlled environment for the next 15 minutes where I'm just kind of thinking, well, you're not supposed to think, but I'm just kind of trying to control my thoughts as much as possible and get myself in the proper mental state. Now, maybe you don't meditate. Close your eyes, right? Lean against the wall, do something, right? But just give yourself some time before you get up and you get after it. Now, once I'm done with my meditation, then I move on to rule number 3, and that's to journal my thoughts, right? There's a bunch of journals out there. You can have a guided journal that'll ask you certain specific questions every single day, but I do more of an open-ended journal. I really want to just journal about whatever comes to my mind. And what I've seen over the years is the progression of how I've lived my life. I've become happier, healthier, more financially successful, and then just living an overall better quality of life because I'm tracking it. What you write on in your journal, right? That's basically the history of you. So one day when you're old, man, you're like 80 years old and you have like 13, 14, 15 journals that you filled out, people will get to read exactly how you lived your life. Although there might be some stuff in there you probably will never want anyone to read and you want to take that shit to the grave. Okay, so what's number 4? And number 4 is to work out. It's to hit the gym. I try to go to the gym 4 times a week. So it's probably a day where you're not going to go to the gym, and that's okay if you follow the 4-day a week plan. But you got to go to the gym, man. You want to build those guns, man. You want to get in shape. Now, if you're not a gym person, that's fine. There's a bunch of classes that people can do, and there's other alternative types of gyms out there. CrossFit and Orange Theory and boxing gyms and jiu-jitsu gyms. Pick something that works for you. Whatever works for you, do it. Now, you do want to also maintain a proper nutrition regimen as well. So don't eliminate that. Don't just, hey, work out hard and eat like crap, because that is not going to help you out. I mean, simple rule is try to eat a high protein diet and then try to stay under a certain calorie amount. That really depends on many times, again, how active you are, male, female, your body type. So those are four. Number five. Now, number five is this, is when you go to work, or if you're a young dude and you're going to school, is to be intentional. Maybe it's not your ideal job. Maybe you're working in retail, or you're working at a fast food place and you go, this is not where I'm supposed to be. That's fine. That's fine. But you know what? Go out there and crush it. Give it your absolute all. Because let's say you even work for yourself and you're going to work and you're half-assing. Next thing you know, you're losing clients, you're losing employees, sales are down. What's going to happen, right? You got a wife at home, you got kids, you got a mortgage payment, all because you're not very focused, you're not very intentional. So with whatever it is, be intentional. Yes, you may have a plan for something greater, but at the same time, whatever it is that you're doing, have a plan to progress and to move forward. Number six is to do something that challenges you every single day. Now, for somebody, they say, hey, I'm not good at public speaking. I'm not good at creating YouTube videos. What are you going to do? Join Toastmasters. Master public speaking. For somebody else, they might say, hey, I'd love to run a marathon one day. And I've never ran more than a 5K. Sign up for a marathon. 6 months out, it doesn't matter. The whole point is that these big challenges are really going to push you to become the best version of yourself. Now, you might say, well, I want to write a book. Then write a book. It all starts with one page at a time. What's important is that every day you're working towards this goal, because over the course of 1 year, that's 365 inputs that you've made towards this goal that you have. And once you ran the marathon, what's next? Maybe you run a marathon at a faster time, at a faster pace, or maybe you do an ultra marathon, or maybe you switch to a different sport. You do a jiu-jitsu competition. Who knows? You decide. Now, number 7, and this is the bonus, and this is to surround yourself with like-minded people. It might be hard to do this every single day, to look for an event, to look for a meetup, to look for, a place where there's people like yourself that are inspiring, that are potentially, leaders and entrepreneurs, right? But do it at least once a week. Go to meetup.com, go to eventbrite.com, use Google, find out where these people are at that you want to connect with. Sometimes, hey, you might want to do it through LinkedIn or through Instagram or through Facebook, and that's okay too. But I really recommend trying to meet people in public. And sometimes you want to drive out to these seminars or conferences or fly out there as well. I recently attended a seminar back in late April. It was a retreat in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I met a lot of really inspiring people. And it's going to propel you forward. So keep doing these 6 things, or start doing these 6 things, especially number 7, if you do that at least once or twice a week. And honestly, 6 months to a year from now, you'll be unrecognizable. Your friends, your family will be like, man, dude, what happened to you? You are on fire. With that, I'll leave you to the next time.